Hi, and welcome back to Tutorplace. This is the place you can come to find information on any math lesson. Today we're going to be talking about variables and expressions. First thing we need to know is what is a variable? Well, a variable is any letter that is used to represent an unknown. So let's talk about what some examples of those would be. An example of a variable could be something like the letter A. You could use X, you could use Y, you could use M. Any letter can be used to represent an unknown. In algebra, we use the letters. You could use a box, or a star, or a heart, anything to represent something. But when we get to algebra, we just use the letters. The next thing we need to know is what is an expression? Well, an expression is any math phrase that has at least one variable in it. So remember, the variable just stands for a letter. It's something that represents something else. So a math phrase could be something like x plus y. That would be a math phrase. And that would be considered an algebraic expression because it has the variables in it. Another one could be 2x plus 3b. They can have numbers and letters in them. Another expression, it might have an exponent. It might have x squared plus, and it could have parentheses even, 4y plus 2. They can have whole numbers with letters or just the letters. But those are considered to be algebraic expressions. Now the fun part is going to be when we begin to actually evaluate these expressions. And what we do is we substitute numbers in for the letters, and then we solve them. So we're just going to be plugging in some numbers for the letters. So this first one I have said, let's evaluate A plus B minus C. And we're going to tell you what the letters should be. If A is 2, B is 3, and C is 4. So if A is 2, instead of the A, I'm just going to put a 2. Plus, and if the B is really a 3, we're going to have a 3. Plus, no, I'm sorry, that's a minus next. Minus, get this going, minus. And then our C is a 4. So, let me change that black and make that a plus to make it consistent. Okay, so now all we simply do is we do our order of operations. So 2 plus 3 is 5, minus our 4, so our final answer is 1. So again, we're substituting in the correct number for the letter. And this information will be given to you in the problems. Okay, you do not have to come up with that on your own. It will be given to you in your math problems. Let's go ahead and look towards another example. For this problem, we have 9a plus 3b, and we're going to let a equal 2 and b equal 4. So let's begin with plugging in our numbers. So we would have 9, and then instead of the a, I'm going to put what a is. A is 2. Plus 3, and instead of what b is, I'm going to put the 4. Okay, so I have 9 times 2, which is 18, plus the 3 times the 4, which is 12. So 18 plus 12 would give us 30. Again, you're plugging in the numbers for those letters into the original problem. It's kind of like a little puzzle. Okay, we've got another problem to do here. I'm trying to make them a little bit harder each time. So we're going to have 9, and instead of the x, we're going to put what x is, which is a 2, divided by, parentheses again, 2 And instead of the y, we're going to put what y is, which is a 3. So I'm going to have to put another parentheses there. Anytime you have something next to each other, it means to multiply. All right, it means to multiply. Anytime you have two things right next to each other, they mean to multiply. Okay, so here at the beginning, we have 9 times 2, which is 18, divided by, and we need to do inside this parentheses. So 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3. And remember to work inside the parentheses first. So 6 plus 3 is 9. And we have 18 divided by 9, which would give us a 2. 18 divided by 9 would give you a 2. Again, look back over it. Make sure you understand that we just simply plugged the 2 in for the x, 3 in for the y. And this time we didn't use the z because there was no z in the problem. Simply plug in the number into the correct spot. Okay, I believe we have one more problem for us. So this particular problem, we have an exponent. So y to the second power. So y is 3. So 3 to the second power plus 3 times 2. And instead of z, I'm going to plug in 4. So instead of z, I'm going to plug in the 4. Let me get my colors matched up here. Okay, so now I have, 3 squared is going to give you a 9. Remember, I'm going to go over to the side. 3 squared, that's the same thing as 3 times 3. 9 plus 3 times, and 2 times 4 is 8. The reason I did the 2 times the 4 first is because it's been in parentheses. You could have multiplied the 3 times 2 first to get 6. You'll get the same answer. So 9 plus 24, and that equals 33. 9 plus 24, and that equals 33. So I do the exponent. Remember that you should always follow the order of operations. If you need some helpful hints on the order of operation, look for my video on the order of operations, or PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That tells you the order of which to do the math operations: parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, and adding and subtracting. Again, it's like a puzzle. Just plug in the numbers into the correct spots on your algebraic expression, and then you solve. Hope that information helps. You have a better understanding now of how to solve an algebraic expression. If you would like more information about other math classes, units, and lessons that I have available, or if you would like some tutoring help, just send an email to stemtutorplace@gmail.com. That's stemtutorplace@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and don't forget to subscribe to Tutorplace. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.